Oh my God!
Living the dream.
Well, yeah, that Smash Bros.
Smash Bros.
Direct. It showed us everything and nothing we actually wanted to see at the same time.
Wow, how do you manage to go through like an hour of news,
like 40 minutes,
give a release date or a name?
Bearing in mind that the release dates, because I'm sure you guys want to know when, is for the 3DS version, summer of this year, Wii U version, December, most likely winter this year.
So you obviously know who's going to be the superior game.
Yeah, because they specifically said in the thing that they are needing extra time.
For that one.
Please understand.
But that's fine, because from what we were seeing, it looks like they're putting a lot of neat stuff into that one.
At least they have that one exclusive mode in the DS thing.
Yeah, the Dungeons and Dragons mode.
Brawl Air Ride, there we go.
Which Rico made me stand by saying, look, Em, because it's in here.
Because it's here, never going to be Air Ride ever now. He's tearing apart pieces of his old ideas, which means he's not planning on using them anymore.
I just hope that it's so good that it gives people Air Ride nostalgia and they demand more Air Ride so we can get another Air Ride!
No.
You can keep dreaming.
I will live that
It's
dream,
going.
Elliot.
If it will happen when my Chestnut and my Delphox join the fray.
Join the
brawl.
Righto. So, where the fuck do we start?
Well, I guess we could start at the beginning, like the first things they showed us.
Jesus, I missed so much, though, or at least I get the feeling I did, just because they were already in progress, apparently,
If
like
I
half an hour
recall,
before I got there.
Just watch the thing again.
In fact, that's exactly what I'm going to do, because there was so much stuff that happened in that, I think, 40 minutes.
Yeah, that's about it.
The first thing he talked about was some technical stuff, like, for instance...
Oh yeah, the 3DS 60 frames per second is how fast the characters will be moving.
This is
Like 2 online.
Yeah. In fact, they specifically say if you don't have a good enough connection, tough.
Yeah, I'm dubious about the quality now.
Yep, 30 frames per second for assist trophies. Because they don't need to move as fast.
Standard affair.
Yeah, what it will come of online play, we can only wait, can't even pretend we know. But, shoot, I guess that's something for people who care about that.
I was impressed.
Well, for 3DS to do 60 frames per second is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
It means that people who give a 3DS crap about it just being a regular DS with 3D have to shut up, because there's no way a DS would ever have been able to have that amount of speed.
GameCube on roids, man.
Yeah, even the GameCube would not have had that much capability.
GameCube would have started going.
Probably would have caught fire by that point. So it's like that's pretty damn impressive for what it is.
Makes me actually want to get the XL.
Well, yeah, I'll tell you, that's another thing too. Seeing the gameplay in this thing, by the way, here's when they get released, as you see. The game looks like it really wants to be big. Like, I was having this argument with this one guy about how he should just pay the extra, 10 or 20 for the 3DS XL instead of going for a 2DS like a faggot. And he was trying to give me all these reasons why it was a better idea, because cheaper and whatnot. And it's like, yeah, it's cheaper. Usually things are cheaper for a reason. And the reason is this. Now...
Can't see shit, Captain.
Yeah, as you can see, Martha's right there. And this is the entire screen of the thing. Now imagine this smaller. Yeah, it's really hard to see where you are, isn't it? Now, even worse, imagine this on a big stage with 4 people. Yeah, that's not looking really good, is it? This is definitely a game that would be more appreciated in a 3DS XL. Seriously, this thing would look amazing on that, I think. Because unlike the DS and the DS XL, they actually have it so when the things get blown up, they don't look crappy. they'll actually kind of look like what they're supposed to look like. Let's see. The fighter lineup will be the same for both versions.
That's pretty big because we all had our doubts.
Yeah, we were having all these worries, like certain characters would be exclusive. Like a bunch of the Pokemon would just be like only on the 3DS version because they're 3DS characters, and we'd only get Pikachu and Jigglypuff.
I actually heard a couple people who, when Mega Man first was announced, was afraid Mega Man was only going to be on the Wii U.
Yeah, well, it should still be sad that the Wii U one's better in every single way, but that's besides the point. Like, there's not even a contest here. But we'll get
It's
to...
okay. They know that. And
That's why they're releasing it on the summer.
it.
It's like, that's why the 3DS one's coming out in the summer, because it's like, if you want to play it early, you gotta get the 3DS one. Because...
For the most part, I think it's a good investment anyway. Because
I think it's a good investment to get both, too, because I'm going to get both.
So you can learn how to play the game before the Wii comes out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna get them both either way too, But that's mostly because I just, like playing Smash Bros.
I enjoy playing Smash Bros. too.
So I mean, that's something to look forward to. However, with that being said, the stages are not going to be different. I'm not going to be the same. I mean, they're all going to be completely different stages.
Yep.
So no stages you see, being used in the Wii U trailer gameplay are going to be used on 3DS and vice versa.
I really liked a
Except
lot
for
of the...
different texture Battlefield and Final Destination.
Yeah, except for that. Battlefield and Final Destination are both there because, they're staples. But as you can see here, they look way different. And by way different, I mean the 3DS one is really simple. It looks like the Brawl one, but they took out a lot of the background.
I really liked a lot of the 3DS stages they showed. Like, Spirit Train looks fun. I'm trying to remember half of them. It was just
Pilot
like...
Wings.
Pilot Wings, yeah, that was a cool
That
one.
one was interesting. My favorite one's going to be, of course, the tower.
Final Destination.
Ha!
The million flavors of Final Destination.
Yeah, I was gonna wait till we got to that point, but yeah, they've announced that Final Destination will have skins for every single different stage, so...
Box only.
So yeah, you turdy fags can have variety now.
Excellent.
Like him.
Yep. Oh, yeah, that's right. They also have the Find Me stage in the 3DS.
That looks so cool.
When I saw the
thing you beat when you beat the
boss
game.
there, I was like, what?
Yeah, because in some of these stages will actually have people trying to kill you on the stage while you play it. Oh wait, the Pilot Wings was for the Wii U.
We should probably talk about some
That's
of the
definitely Wii U.
stages. I remember as we were watching it actually, you were like, oh, they're going to show the Wii U stages too? And he's like, man, I can't wait to see what it is. And the first one they show was Mario Galaxy. And you go, well, already better.
Yeah, already better, because Galaxy, I don't know if you know this, has like some of the most prettiest everything ever in general. And it's a stage on an HD system now. How can you not like it? It doesn't even seem to...
Adding Spandex Samus in it. Adam, can I use my recovery?
Also, it looks like Sonic's stage is on the Wii U as well. It's
Windy Hill Zone, right?
yeah, Windy Hill. It's got a windmill and everything. It looks a lot more sensible for what it's being used for, unlike the Green Hill Zone was.
God damn it, that place was infuriating.
Yeah, so they fixed that at least. Wii Fit Studio is looking pretty neat, as you can see. Palutina's temple looks like the Hyrule Temple now.
Garuda Valley.
Yeah, my face one Gerudo Valley turned out to be a place, and
My face went Skyloft.
neat. That's the thing that they're doing a lot of moving platforms that move with a lot of the background is going all over the place.
Yeah, they're going crazy with effects because they made Final Destination only mode.
Yeah, so everything can just go crazy now.
I was gonna say something. Someone needs to point out. I don't know.
Well, okay then, man. I'm ready to get a toot with us.
Sorry, no.
The Halberda stage is back, and Donkey Kong's Jape's house is back in the 3DS one. We get explanation on.
Because it's literally just a copy paste of the Melee map. No effort required.
Yeah.
Oh, the new Halberd stage looks fun.
It's not new. It's from the Brawl.
Yeah, I know it's from Paul, but yeah, I just like the prettiness of it.
But yeah, as I mentioned before, they explained that some stages will have enemies, like the Yellow Devil.
Mega Man.
Yep. No, that the Ultimate Demon from Find Me. I think Ridley is going to be one.
They teased that anyway. We had a floating shadow over a very...
In a Metroid area.
Yeah, me and Rico were just going, I wonder who that could be.
They were stalking Pikachu.
Well, yeah. Pikachu, Samus, OTP Parry.
Yeah, it's true. They were paired in that Subspace Emissary.
They will be best friends forever. Samus and Pikachu.
Cue the Ridley fan tears for the, 10th.
I don't know why. I want to address that too.
It's the 10th time they've had Ridley tears.
I want to address that too. Like, I understand people like Ridley, but he's bigger than, he's about as big as that Red Devil. How is he going to be in this thing? He's bigger than Giga Bowser.
Wait,
And he flies at all times. He can't stand. What are you wanting him to do?
What's that one, Tetsunaga versus... Is it Tetsunaga versus Capcom where they have this giant
He
character?
did, but he also didn't have ring outs.
Yeah.
And as a result, you didn't have floating platforms. He flies at all times. How is he going to die? That's like saying, man, I wish I had Master Hand as a playable character.
Hell no.
I remember that.
I know you can do that, but you're not supposed to do that because that's silly. But no, if people like Ridley, I understand you want him in here. I understand you want him to exist in this game. I totally understand that, but it's not going to happen. Most likely it's not going to happen, and this shadow, if you can see it or not, is pretty much the proof of it. There we go. Yeah, it's hard to see, but it's there. He's not coming in as a playable character.
3DS version will have 2 tracks for every stage.
Yep, the Wii U one will have several per stage.
Just like Paul, so fun times ahead.
Yep. So that's I guess that's important. I mean, it's a nice aesthetic anyway. It's nice to know that you can have the option to not have to listen to the same music every single time.
That fucking elevator music in the It took 10 minutes to find a match and then you lagged out.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
Well, at least this time they suggested people to get that whatever it is cable.
Yeah, the wireless cable.
Yeah, wireless adapter thing to plug right into your LAN. Because apparently they had those. I have those. I didn't even know they had those.
Yeah,
but if you play in the 3DS version, you're pretty screwed if you online play. Oh, here it is. Here's the Wii LAN adapter. It's pretty neat.
Yeah. That's actually really interesting.
But yeah, because it takes so much effort apparently to do this. That it's probably just gonna die.
I just love that he said, if you have a bad connection, try to find a better one.
Try to find a better one.
We didn't fix any of the problems so far.
Deal with it, nerd. Not our fault.
Not our fault your internet's bad.
Yeah, that is a thing Nintendo kind of likes persisting. But speaking of online stuff, we also have online modes, as we mentioned. I think we mentioned briefly, but they're separated. For fun.
Glory.
So for people who like to play the game because it's a freaking game, not Street Fighter. And for glory, for those people who think this game is akin to Street Fighter.
They care about everyone.
For once. As opposed to nobody but themselves.
Yeah, the Brawl Online was awful for everyone involved.
Yeah, oh my god.
I actually think this is the best idea ever because me, not being the best at fighting games and playing Brawl like an idiot, I don't ever dodge. That's how I play. I don't.
That's why
ever
you
die.
gotta play little Mac. He dodges automatically.
You would not have a fun time with Falco.
No. I do best in time because I suicide so much in order to kill people. It's just the way I play. So no, I'm not good at fighting with people who actually, play it like it's a fighting game.
That's why I also too, because it's like if we're playing that, then we're gonna all go and play some Street Fighter afterwards.
Liz, I can't deal with those sorts of...
What, you don't know how to do the Hadouken? Hadouken!
Well, it's not so much that. I just don't like the idea of there being a, preset list of combinations, It's just...
Oh, I don't
What are you
play
talk-
Killer Instinct.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't know what you're talking about. Technically, this game has a bunch of free calculated moves you can do, too. I mean, you have the options to do other ones, but really you're going to do the same ones every time.
Anyway, there's just something about it being more free.
Well, no. But then again, that was his magnum opus of... That was Sakurai's magnum opus of, I'm going to do what I want.
Meta Knight, please.
Liz, go.
Up B, tornado.
Side B.
But anyway, for
for fun, everything goes. You've got your 4-player
As you
free
can
for all
see,
with all the items on. And
stages are randomized, no final destination because no fags allowed. All items are on. Smash battles only, so it's like stock matches, I assume. I don't even know. Only wins recorded.
I think it just means no team battles.
Whatever. But yeah, only wins recorded, so it's like Pokemon.
Report my Tim, Big B.
Alright. So I guess it's like that. It's okay. I mean, that's basically what Pokemon does now. I don't think they record. I don't even know they ever recorded losses.
They did.
They did?
Yeah.
Well, they don't now, because I know they don't in the new one. I looked.
Yep.
And then you got the For Glory mode for the other kind of faggots. I know I keep calling them faggots because that's what they are. They're extremes. So that's what they are. For both sides of the fence. Final destination only. No items.
the only thing that's missing is Fox only. But with how characters are turning out, we've got at least 5 different.
Oh yeah, we got 5 different foxes, especially one in particular, which I would not be surprised if they specifically crafted to be better than everyone else. But we'll get to that when we get to it.
So you got variety there too, especially since the final destinations come in all the flavors.
Yep.
Yep, and I find that very interesting that they actually took that time to do it.
I think it's because they realized so many people were going in Brawl Minus and doing it themselves.
No, people are going in Broad Minus and making every stage that isn't Final Destination not playable.
When people make an entire mod to be like a different game in Brawl, you know there's something wrong.
And 1v1 matches are possible. Holy shit. Because that's a first too.
Yeah. I wonder if it means you can, but it's not necessarily going to be every time. You go into the 4-man queue, but...
I would hope you get to pick.
Yeah.
Maybe you can even get, team battles going on in there too.
I hope
Possibly.
they'll just have 3 rosters. This is for singles, this is for team, this is for just full-on melee.
Online names are now linked to the Nintendo Network's ID.
Now
So
I can see which faggot I'm killing.
exactly. So you can see who you're killing, and if anyone's being a butt, you can report them.
So if you report too much, you'll get banned yourself.
Yes.
Well, it's not necessarily too much. More like if you
claim
any false report.
Yeah, it's like if you claim false report. You can do it a lot if you're just going to be a whistleblower, but if you're whistleblowing people who aren't actually doing anything wrong, that's kind of... Sakurai specifically will find you and say you're banned.
Sure how they're going to monitor all the things that they're going to try to, but...
They're going to hire a ton of mods.
Yeah, but...
If they have replays of the game,
to-
that would be workable then.
Well, yeah, if they have replays, then they can see right there. Here's the things that they will issue temporary bans that will expand depending on how many times you do it. Starting and not playing, relentless targeting of an individual, repeated...
How they'll judge that.
I don't even know. That one's gonna be one they have to either play loosely with, or there's gonna be trouble.
Maybe like they mean like if like they start following you to your other matches.
Maybe.
How you do that is random.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Free for all. I understand what the idea is.
It's to make it so 3 people don't beat up 1 guy. I would assume.
It's like
He relentlessly targeted me in 1v1s. Report him.
sometimes, you know, the battle conditions just don't let you be near anyone else. So
That one's gonna be harder. The speed and self-destruct.
That gets rid of one of my playstyles since I love Kirby Suicide.
I'm convinced that thing was added specifically to stop people from doing this. Yeah, the Boozer suicide, the DK suicide, the Kirby suicide. You know,
I won some matches with Boozer suicide.
There's actually
Yoshi
one guy at
Suicide
DePaul
too.
who, when he plays Kirby, that is his entire playstyle is Kirby Suicide. He doesn't know how to do the thing where you shoot them out though and then save yourself.
So he probably gets wrecked by campers then.
Probably.
This is the same guy though who calculates when Game & Watch is gonna get a 9.
Wow.
But yeah, repeated. So I assume you can get away
It's what we do with
at
once.
the end of any given game.
Yeah, so you can finish off your match with it. You just can't do it the whole time, because that might be making people
I
angry.
wouldn't be surprised if they took away the suicide techniques for those characters anyway.
But didn't they already show that Bowser had his flying suplex thing?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. So he at least still has it.
Oh well.
If Donkey Kong can still carry people on his back, he still has it too.
And anyway,
That was
with
shown
Bowser,
in Rosalina in the trailer.
Huh? Oh yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. Yeah, Donkey Kong picked up Rosalina and ran away, and jumped off the edge too.
It's most important with Bowser though because his enemy is always below him. So
You know, he's AI first. Yeah, I know. I know. I just find it funny that they keep showing that these things exist. So.
But that Donkey Kong rape train stage spike though.
also, if they don't have it, there's probably going to be a good possibility they can customize it themselves.
But online matches against strangers doesn't allow the customized
they don't.
move thing. Let me finish the list before you go on, Em.
Okay, sorry.
Anyway, frequent dropping. So I guys,
if your internet sucks, stop trying.
yeah, if you don't stop trying, you will.
Or
They even say
you're disconnecting
On
because reasons.
no, either one though, because they specifically said either one will give you a temporary ban. Cheating.
Well,
I'm.
Seen those players that are permanently Wario Man.
If they're still having those problems by this time, I think they have to go back to the drawing board. And of course, the most important one, baseless reporting. For obvious reasons of, we don't want you people...
I don't like this guy, ban him.
Yeah, exactly.
He beat me in a 1v1 battle.
There's no ranking system in this game.
Relentlessly targeted.
It's more of a... Well, they call it global smash power, but that doesn't really mean anything. It's just a...
That's supposedly not a ranking.
Yeah, it's really...
It's just a ranking.
It's just a score system to say...
the performance relative to everyone else in the world as opposed
In
to
other words...
leaderboard.
In other words, a score system.
Yeah, whatever, Sakurai.
That's all it is. Like, he shows these numbers. It's a score system. It's basically, you did better than all these other people because this is your score. This is your high score.
Better than you. Fuck you.
Exactly. That's all it's there for.
Yeah.
If they really wanted to not have that there, they should have just not had it there, or at the very least have it not there for the fun side of things. But for glory, people can enjoy their shallow victory if they want. No, I'm gonna keep hitting you guys for this. Accept it. And yeah, see, this is what it's saying right there. Yeah, that's not a ranking system at all, guys. Just like all these people over here that you've outscored.
That I outrank, you know.
Yeah. But whatever, Sakurai, whatever you say. I believe you. No rankings for multiplayer. Some matchmaking based on skill, whatever you have there.
I'll do that without the rankings, but okay.
Got me. So items now. As you can see, the beam sword has gotten a new upgrade. It's like a lightsaber dagger now.
It is
That turns into a scimitar. when you pick it up.
So long as I can do the glorious Falcon swipe with that thing still.
The bumper makes its return again because bumper is awesome.
Seems like it was nerfed though.
It probably was. Because probably too many people were giving complaints about it being annoying.
It was kind of way too powerful before because it launched you to high hell even if you weren't hurt.
I love that bumper.
Smart Bomb is making its return.
Looks so pretty
Oh.
much the same.
Motion sensor is back because, you know, why not?
I love that thing.
I personally like this one, the return of the POW block.
Oh, yes.
And that fire bar.
Yep. Oh, but in the new introduction with the Beetle, it's you throw the item and it I guess you take control of it or it grabs somebody and it drags them up into the air. I don't know if that means it auto kills somebody or just carry some.
It says that.
It's there to be cute, okay?
Really cute, but it's it could be like a bat and you can easily dodge it if you just jump.
But I mean, it'll be super fast home run bat. I think it isn't just an automatic kill.
I don't know. It probably just launches, carries you up into the air or something. Which in and of itself isn't all that bad unless you can get up there and punish them for it.
It fucks over Little Mac.
Yeah. It's like a kill Little Mac button.
Guys, Little Mac's being too strong. Yes.
It's there for people who can't, who themselves can't do well in the air. Who can't, do all their combos and all their stuff in the air and are getting screwed by Little Mac. You just throw them up into the air and then you're fine.
What they say is big KO punch would be only one time per match or something.
I don't think they said that. They just said. I mean, I believe it, but I just know they said it loads up after you either take enough hits or if you do enough hits.
Just kill someone, wait for them to respawn with a 0, kill them again. 2 kills. Oh my.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how that works. Fire bar. The blocks that have little fires that shoot out in the any given Mario game, really.
It amounts to another kind of sword that's more limited in use because it goes out.
Yeah, it goes out over time. A personal favorite of mine, the back shield. Basically, you can't hit me while I'm beating up someone else, which is cool. I don't know if it just stays forever or if it falls off or what, but
I hope it breaks, just after so many hits. So that way it stays on you for a really long time, as long as you're careful.
That jetpack, though.
But before we get to that jetpack, though, we got that bomb chew, though.
Bomb chew!
Basically a bomb that just goes. It keeps going until it cannot go any further.
It's like that one fire thing from Raw, kind of.
It's like, yeah, it's like the... No, it's like the fire thing, the Sunfire guy. I think that's what he's talking about, the one that rolls. Yeah, except for it's a bomb instead of the one that, might not do any actual damage.
Mix between bomb and fire thing.
Fire thing.
Yes. I don't know what it's called.
I don't know either. I just know it looks like a sun.
Yeah.
Fairy bottle. I have to assume it's just a healing item.
Probably replace the heart container.
Probably. I mean, it wouldn't get rid of the tomato. The tomato's too cool. Oh yeah, another one I'm really surprised got in here, the Ore Club. It's like...
But Kid Icarus is Sakurai's baby now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's huge. Look at this thing.
Oh my god.
Everybody.
And it's so strong that when you hit it, when you swing with it after charging, it makes a big whirlwind, and it hurts the opponent and makes them blow back a little bit. I think Sakurai really likes Pit.
Yeah.
And then
I could never have guessed what with the entire moveset revamp.
I know, right?
Bad at night.
We got tired.
Glide, but don't worry, we made it broken in other ways.
Yeah, so it's okay. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Then you got the X bomb. If it ever shows its ass up, it's basically a it's a bomb that shoots a giant X.
It does the damages.
And then you got the Hokotate rocket, Captain Olimar's rocket.
New final smash then.
Yeah, it was a final smash from the brawl for Olimar. That's now just an item. Because why not? I guess. And then probably one of the best things to show up in this game, the rocket belt. It's basically like you didn't have a good recovery, well you do now.
Donkey Kong.
And oh yeah, I almost forgot about this one. Steel Diver. It's the submarine from Steel Diver, except for it's
a
gun that shoots torpedoes.
A submarine gun.
Well, I guess it's all for part 1, because we're about ready out on this space. But tune into a part 2, because there's still much more Smash Bros. News to cover. So till the next part, everybody.
Before we go, can I just say something that just happened to be a game?
No.
I'm trying to test my belly drum slurp up. First thing in the Mason, Trick Mr. Mime.
All right, so stay tuned for part 2. Woo!
Woo!